The President's Meet the People tour entered its 10th day in the provinces, with a meeting in Wellingaraba attended by Jarra West, East and Central. The meeting followed the usual pattern addressed by several local community leaders representing the women, youth and regional government authorities. The women's representative Ajia Sabali paid glowing tributes to the President and his government for the various development projects in the LRR. She, however, appealed to the President to provide tractors and power tillers to women farmers and a resident doctor for the local health center to provide services to patients. She also appealed for urgent government intervention to control salt intrusion, which has rendered the rice fields unproductive, warning that this poses a serious threat to food security in the region. The youth representative Karim Sow said young people want to play a more visible and enhanced role in politics, urging the President to provide them the opportunity to partake in the political process. He also appealed to authorities to provide skill centers and employment opportunities to the youth as a means to deter mass migration that continues to decimate the country's youthful population. The National Assembly member for the area, Honorable Haruna Bari, opined that providing sports facilities will also divert youth attention from the backway syndrome, urging government to prioritize sports development. Responding to the demands for more health facilities in the region, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmad Lamin Samade, revealed that there has been a marked increase in the health and well-being of the people in the last 6 years, with the construction of 7 health facilities, which will be inaugurated soon. He added that the Gambia is among a few countries that is eligible for a U.S. government initiative that will provide $4 million in funding for health care, describing it as an endorsement of the Gambia's democratic credentials. The President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, also reassured women farmers and the youth that government is committed to their empowerment, outlining a program that has seen the increment of funding for women-related activities from $3 million last year to $10 million next fiscal year. The President defended the decision to increase the funding, arguing that women play a decisive role in the socio-economic development of the country. The President and entourage then drove to Kwinella, but made a stop at Jarra Soma, where he briefly visited a technical vocational school just outside the town. The school specializes in teaching technical and vocational subjects to hundreds of students as part of the government's program to diversify the education sector.
If we are not technical, we cannot develop this country. But I am happy that this will build a foundation for the higher level, because we are doing a lot for the higher level. We want students to go to the level of diploma, go higher than that, to a degree level, to become engineers and become professionals.
The President then proceeded to Jarra, to inspect a rural water supply station for the community. He was taken on a guided tour of the facility by the Director of Water Resources, who explained that the project is one of many others that have already been inaugurated by the President in the course of the tour. The entourage finally drove to Kwinella, where the President visited the Treasure Women Warriors Center, operated by a network of women farmers and entrepreneurs across the country. The center coordinator briefed the President on their operations, which, among other things, provides a ready market for products and services.
We don't work with individual women, we work with groups. So Treasure Women Warriors is called the Power of 10. They're 10, 10, 10. So the presidents you see here, these are all presidents all across the country. They are leaders in the community. They're farmers, we're commodity traders. We buy actually commodities all across the Lumas, and we keep it, some of them, until the price goes up, so we hedge.
President Barrow commended the Center for its innovative approach to women's entrepreneurship and reassured the coordinator that this government will explore means of supporting the center and its members.
It's a very important initiative, and when you support women, you are supporting the entire country. The number is a very big number, 7,000 women.
Yes.
It's not small. It's good to have that kind of training, mentoring, you understand? That is very, very important to change the mindset, the way the people think. If they are trained and they are cultured in such a way that it's bringing unity, sometimes I think it can make a huge difference.
The entourage finally made its way to the meeting grounds, where people had been eagerly waiting all evening. Issues related to infrastructural development, agriculture and skill centers for the youth dominated the agenda. The Minister of Agriculture, Demba Sabali, disclosed that government has completed feasibility studies for the establishment of 5 animal breeding centers in the LRR, whilst 5 other communities will have vegetable gardens with modern drip irrigation systems. The President also assured communities that he will intensify and expand projects in Kabada to fill the void left by decades of neglect by the previous government. This, he added, will complement the existing road infrastructural projects in the Kawada area and provide 2 new health facilities in Madina Sancha and Madina Anglais. Harping on his earlier calls to end irregular migration amongst the youth, the President urged young people to look inwards and engage in productive ventures in the informal sector, currently dominated by foreigners. The President insisted that the country can only develop if the youth embrace development initiatives that will create wealth rather than fleeing the country for what often turns out to be perilous voyages across the desert and sea. He finally called for concerted efforts amongst all stakeholders to stop this irregular migration to save lives and society. The tour continues this Wednesday with meetings in Nyantempo and Somita in the West Coast region. Momodou Jallow, GRTS News.